hello. Welcome in, my loves. How are we doing? I'm just getting set up here. Let me get my table set up. Trying to find some good music. How we doing? Please share out the live. Anybody you think might need this, I'm gonna share out the live too. How is everyone doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Okay, let me light some Palo Santo here. I'm gonna call in. Ooh, the energy's. Woo! Woo! That was heavy. Okay, how we doing? Ooh, what's that? Okay. I have to get all shields. Speed up any animal healing. Oof. Oof. Please share out the live, everybody. I'm just doing some basic gridding. I'm gridding up the space here. I had to get prepped. I'm gonna go over the chakras, do some basic healing. Welcome, welcome. Please double tap that screen. I have been MIA. I am gonna need to build back up for myself. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I love you. I missed you. I've missed you so very much. Oh, I felt like I was dying. How are we doing? Nobody wants to talk today? I'm talking to myself. I'm setting up. I'm talking to myself. What are we doing, guys? How are we doing? We're going to do some energy healer. I got Big Bertha. I brought her out. I got all my stuff. I got the Euphoria music on. We're going to do some shadow work. And we're going to do some chakra healing. I'm just getting some tourmaline set up around my table, around my phone. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you? Sorry, I haven't had anything here, so setting everything up, prepping. Oh, good, because I'm gonna do full chakra healing. I'm gonna go all the way through all the 7 healings. I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm just prepping because I've been MIA. I haven't had a phone, so I got my phone back and I got TikTok back. I'm like, come on, this energy has been wild. I've been going through so much in a good way. In a good way. Let me light some Palo Santo. Please share out the live to anybody you feel might need this. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like I said, I'm just gridding up the space a little bit. Kumin or Num? I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. Well, what I do is about clearing your chakras and clearing your abundance. I'm broke too, babe. Most of the chosen are. It's kind of a sad thing, but we were. Okay, I'm going to say that differently. We are not no more. We have changed that. We have altered that. We are in a divine, better state of being, and we are changing that to the masses, for the masses. That is not a state of being that we are going to stay in or be in any sort of way. And I'm actually going to put on some citrine. Also here, please double tap that screen, send out, share out the live. I know I'm just promoting while I'm while I'm gritting up and prepping my space. Anybody you feel might need this, that needs just some uplifting, encouragement, anybody that just might need anything right now, I've got some positive dopamine music on. Oof, I'm already clearing. Okay, here we go. Let me ground. Oh, I need some rose oil. Okay. I call it source. All guides, Seraphim, elementals, fairies, dragons, all ancestors. I call you in for my protection and those I am healing. I call in all ancestors for those that are going to need this in this space at this time. What are you doing up there? Get down. Princess! Down! Some rose quartz. Oof. I work with Jesus. That's why I was called to put that on, that rose oil, that brought in Mary Magdalene. And Mother Mary, that brought in, I work with both. They're both here. Jesus, Yeshua is with us. He doesn't go anywhere. Oh, absolutely. No, I work with them. No, they're my homies. Are you kidding? No, they're here with me. They're always with me. I gotta get this out lower. Something. Oh, there we go. Okay, just one more lower. Okay, there we go. I surround myself, my place. Niece, Leo, Mom, all spaces within my apartment, throughout the house. Please clear all low vibrations, all shadows, all traumas, all guilt, shame, jealousy at this moment. I send it back to its rightful owner, transmuted into the highest light. And I send it back with love. All life force back to me. Ooh, I'm already burning up. Ooh, dragons are here. Okay. Ooh, dragon energy's already here. I call back all my energy. Cleanse and purify, back in working order, all chakras align. From any person, place, or thing. From any time, space, or dimension. Past, present, or future. Oof. If you guys aren't aware, I am an energy transmuter. I transmute energy through burping. It comes up through me. It comes right out. I'm closing all portals at this time. Okay. Optimize all chakras. Clear all meridians. Balance all hormones. I optimize acidity. Supply all mineral shortages. Detach from conditioned love. Detach from conditioned love. Detach from conditioned love. Detach from trauma. Bring in clarity for my mission. Woo, there's source. Thank you, love. Woo! I call back remembrance and gifts at this time. All soul fragments, all soul fractals, cleansed and purified, back in working order. All chakras aligned. Spun. Oof. Oof. If you guys aren't familiar, I burp. That's how I transmute. I know it can be unsettling for others, but it comes up through me. It feels like a big one. Ooh, there we go. Hi, good. I'm glad it popped your neck. That's great. I'm not done. I'm still just gridding up the room. I break all contracts, pacts, agreements, anything of that nature, no longer for my highest and greatest good. Chains, shackles, bindings, anything. It fits you perfect, Ash. Like, I love that name. It just, it sounds like I'm saying Ashley, like, suspiciously. Like, I fucking love that. Like, I don't know. It's awesome. I'm like, I just felt like I was saying Ashley when I said it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's okay. Thanks for stopping by, William. We appreciate you. All right. And good vibes to you, love. How we all doing? Yeah, shout the live. We're gonna do. I'm just kind of fluffing whatever's here left in the ethereal auric field. Y'all feel this level up? Who's with me? Have y'all felt this level up that we have literally just hit? Like, straight the frick up. Like, we have literally leveled the mother up. Like, it is insane. I cannot explain what has been happening to me. It has been wild. It is all divinely orchestrated. I am so aware of that. But I mean, literally, like, Source sat me down, like, straight up. Like, I mean, took my phone away. Like, literally, like, nope, you are done. And was like, nope, you were gonna, it's so wild. I mean, so wild. I got a new cat. Like, a cat came to me, like, bellowing from, like, freaking 3 parking lots over, came over, and came directly to my balcony. Like, saw my light and came to my balcony. And came and is here. And now I've got, like, this weirdness going on. I have to go get him tested, make sure, so he doesn't hurt my kitty cat. But, like, so I've got him on my balcony. And we're going through this whole thing at night, but he's like in love with me. This cat is so in love with me. It's the most adorable thing. Like, I'm magnetic right now. I am so magnetic. I'm calling in a very different, my phone's kind of crooked. Oh, I think that's probably from the, the thing on the back. I am just having some freaking wildness happening. Okay, we're gonna go through the chakras, guys. Let's do some chakra healing. And then we're gonna just do the card game. We're gonna do the shadow work card game. That's what we're doing today. I am all about that. Oh, and there it went. Damn it. See, I was worried about that. Okay, let's see. I may have to get a different, my magnet's not gluing. I can't find my Gorilla Glue. That's gonna be kind of odd if it keeps happening. I know I have another, selfie stick. I just don't know where it is. Everything's kind of all over the place. It's kind of chaos. But I was like, I'm being called to go live. I've been being called to go live for a while. I keep videoing, like vlogging, instead of doing. And I'm going through it, and I'm going to start posting stuff. Like, that's what Source kind of wanted me to do. So we're going to turn on all 7 chakra healings. I've been doing lots of shadow work. I've been being called to do shadow work. I'm teaching and guiding so many people. I've had so many beautiful things coming in. And I guess I just needed to be separated for a minute. Like, I needed to be separated to receive it. It was all part of it. Like, all of it was part of it. I've had, like, the most beautiful relationships coming in. People, like men, just you know, like, in general, like, awoken freaking men that are literally woke. Like, I've magnetized myself in this way that everything that is meant for me is actually coming. It's like we're finally doing it. Like, we're right here. Well, I feel like we stepped into it. We're in it. Like, we're here. I mean, we were already here, but, like, we're in it now. I mean, and it's happening for everybody. Like I feel like I've called in my divine counterpart. Like I randomly met my divine counterpart. Like how the frick does that happen? Like I know that was something that is being said, that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. But and it's the most peaceful freaking thing ever. Like there's no rush, there's none of that freaking trauma bonding shit. Like none of it. Like it's calm, there's not butterflies, there's not the freaking craziness. Like there's whatever's happening that needs to happen outside of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the karmic stuff that plays out, but like there's this just weirdness that's happening that it's not weird, it's interesting. It's so freaking interesting. Oh, I did it again. Okay, that's gonna do it. That's why. All right, here we go. Am I making you guys dizzy? Woo. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, girl, I've been checking myself. I've literally had to keep checking myself. Like, is this a trauma bond? Is this trauma? Like, oh my god, like this isn't right. This can't be right. It's like, and there's so much. We kind of like ran in the same sort of crowd when I was younger. I ran in the same crowd. It's really strange. It's like, it's just really weird. Like really, really interestingly weird. I'm really kind of being called to pull up the cards. We only got 5 of us in here. Okay, everybody gets a card. This is how we play the game. I'm gonna do the game. I'm just gonna go to the game and let the chakra healing in the back. I know it is exciting. It is really exciting. It's scary as fuck also though, but you know, I mean, but it's beautiful. So this is how we play the shadow workbook game. Okay, shadow workbook game. We're gonna do shadow work. So use the identifying deck, which would be this one right here. I'm gonna take it out to uncover hidden responses, triggers. Oof, there we go, I'm clearing already. And I'm just trying to clear the cards. Triggers and reactions. Or we do integration. Integration is to accept, embrace, grow from your uncovered truths. So we got 5 people in here. Everybody gets one or the other. Do you want integration or do you want identifying? Everybody gets one. And then I'll do the other one. I'll do the other one regardless. You pick whatever one you want. We'll do it. Okay, we got integration. All right, let me shake it up. And then I'll do the opposite. I'll do that. Like that's what I'll do is whatever ones come for you, and then I'll do one. I'll do the identifying. There we go. Okay. So and remember, this is for everybody. Everybody in here. Awesome. Integration. Okay. So this card is celebration. How can you celebrate yourself? So this is about being open and honest, and you don't have to be in the comments if you don't want to. Feel free if you do, if you want to talk about it. Celebration. So I'm celebrating all of it. Oh, here's a celebration thing that happened. Okay, so this is one of my downloads that came in. So Valentine's Day came up, right? So I'm having like this movie experience. Okay, literally, like my life is like turning into like a movie, you know. And then I'm like sitting here and I'm on my balcony and I'm watching all these guys in and out of the house with like because right in front of I can see the front entrance to my complex, like going in the building or whatever. So I can sit here from my place and watch everybody in and it's wild because I'm watching all these guys do this and I'm like, holy fuck, I will never be that woman again. I will never be that woman that wants the flowers and the chocolates and, you know, the connection. Yeah, absolutely. But none of the material shit it does it for me anymore. Oh, I'm going to have to find my freaking, this isn't going to work. Ah! I'm going to cry. Oh, I know I have something here I could stick on the back here that'll do this. I may not need my magnet. It's just really hot in here too. Okay, so what I'm saying is like, so celebration. How can you celebrate yourself? I did celebrate by having an ego death. I celebrated myself. I honored myself in my journey, and I was celebrating on Valentine's Day the woman that I'm not anymore, that I used to be. That material shit, that fake shit. And I'm not trying to insult it because it's all very beautiful, but a lot of people take it and they use it as deflection, and they use it as we're going to ignore this trauma, we're going to lace it over with chocolates. and with freaking hearts, and you know, we're gonna act like there's nothing wrong with a relationship. It's the perfect freaking relationship. And I remember watching all this, and I literally just started crying, and I was like, I had an ego death. Like, I was like, and it wasn't about that. It was that I was mourning the woman I used to be, that maybe 3 years ago would have liked that. And I was like, and now I'm at this place where I'm so completely content, where I'm not going out for freaking, I got asked out on Valentine's. Like, I had people asking me to go out, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good, and that was my choice. And it's like, it was like, I'm cool with that. Like, I was so content. And like, so this was a place, I feel a lot of us don't celebrate ourselves. The work that we've done is coming to light. Like, I am so incredibly proud of myself for the woman that I used to be and the woman I am, and that I'm willing to wait for what's better for me. And it's not about, you know, like, I'm staying up all night with a freaking kitty who's got no food and like got no home, and like, he's the sweetest boy ever. And like, I know that there were women all week, they're like getting ready, do you know what I'm saying, to go on this one romantic date or whatever, you know. And it's like, fuck, just wow. I mean, I can't believe how many people are doing that. How can you celebrate yourself? Anybody else? How can you celebrate yourself? I'm celebrating myself by looking at my own accomplishments, at what I have done compared to what I haven't done. Anybody else? How can you celebrate yourself? Is there something in your life that's coming up like that where you can celebrate yourself? Is there any place in your life where you have something coming up that you're like, oh man, because this Leo moon was about literally revelations and epiphanies coming to light, and the fake going away, and it just freaking going to the wayside. And I feel like that's all just kind of happening regardless. Like astrology is going to be literally the new, not necessarily astrology, but like astronomy maybe, is going to be the new weather. The new weather channel. Like, that is what it is, because it's like, it's just telling us what we should expect. All right, I'm gonna do the identifying. Okay, here we go. Oh, I love that ash. Yeah. Okay. Oof. My whole right side, my left side, not right. Oof. Oof. Lit up when I read that. Oof. Ooh, who's honoring you? Somebody's honoring you. Oh, I got full body chill. When I read that, woo! I'm shaved. Dang it. Oh! Okay. Anybody else, you're more than welcome. You don't have to, and you don't feel you have to. If you just want to be in here, be in here. Don't feel you have to. If anything, like, you're gonna get the healing that's gonna happen from this. I'm gonna send in some emotion for all of us here that are here, just to literally feel this, the celebration one. And then I'm going to do the integration. That's what I'm going to do. We're kind of playing here. I'm just going to play. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this, because this is what I'm being called to do, the shadow work on a normal basis. So I'm going to send in healing around this shadow work to pull up this stuff. All right. Oh, that's heavy. Remember to breathe. This is energy healing. Oof. Hello, how are you doing, Georgie? Oh, this is heavy. Okay. Remember to tell your body that you are safe and unconditionally loved. And breathe. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose. Big belly breaths. In through your diaphragm and out through your mouth. is that? Oh, thank you. Thanks, George. Anybody who feel needs this, please share out, everybody. There's only a couple of us. There we go. Something on the crown. Gee, there we go. Okay, all right. Okay, so what I got in doing this, so this is the identifying card. This is to uncover hidden responses, triggers, and reactions. So I'm like, this is open vulnerability. Like, this is a week of vulnerability of Katie. I'm literally gonna go through this week and be completely vulnerable, and this is what my plan is for the rest of the week. Is I'm gonna go into this. Like, the longest I'm gonna go probably is to like 7 every night, because I want to do it every night. So this is an identifying card. What are fears? Fears is the top. Okay, so it says fears. It says, do you have any unexplained fears or phobias? Hell yeah, I do. I got 2 of the weirdest. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not scared of drowning, but the water being in, because like I kind of feel like water is the space. Like space doesn't scare me, but like water does. And it doesn't scare me. It's like that all of the life comes up to me. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, they're always on me. Like, I was talking about this with somebody, you know, like, I learned to surf in New Smyrna. And, like, the hammerheads would come up and knock into me and stuff like that. You don't like when people, you don't like, no, that doesn't count, George. That doesn't count. None of us like people. None of us like people that are just NPCs. None of us like that. I have an irrational phobia of claustrophobia. Not being too confined, but like being buried alive. Like getting in a space that I can't get out of, or I can't breathe. Another one is where I can't breathe. So I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure if I went back in my Akashic records, this would show up that I had past lives where this happened. These were traumas that happened for me in my past lives where I've probably been buried alive. Fuck that bitch, bury her. Worms? You know, well, yeah, that's what this is. It says, do you have any unexplained fears or phobias? Anybody else? You guys are more than welcome. Feel free to say it. You don't have to. You can. Any of the above. But yeah, it's worms. I mean, fear of aging? What, girlfriend? You're aging backwards. Like, we are literally aging backwards. I don't. Yeah, that is a phobia. Like, I feel like I'm aging backwards. I swear to you, when I look at people that that are my age or that are younger, and I'm like, how is this possible? Like, people I grew up with, you know, that I went to school with, and not to insult them, I'm just like, I don't understand it. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the cellular walls are being rebuilt. You know, like your DNA structures happen. Maybe that was something that happened is, okay, so like what I'm hearing is like you living longer than everybody else, the aging thing, and everybody else passing. Yeah. Oh, the beauty thing? Yeah. Yeah. That my mom still is. She's obsessed with it. She's still a beauty thing. Like, it's all about beauty. And my mom is too completely. She's all about the beauty. She sells Avon. She's been doing it her whole life. You know, and so she's always had to do that. She's always been in her masculine, which is the outside. That's the phallic part of the body. Do you know what I'm saying? The action oriented. So she's always been in her masculine. She's never had a feminine, you know what I'm saying, sort of. Yeah, my mother's dad died when she was very young, and she was like a daddy's girl. So how is this woman able to get in my life? You're welcome to stay as long as you're cool, babe. Like, you're welcome to stay. I ain't got no beef with you. Tamara, you are welcome to stay. Everybody is honored and welcome here, love. As long as there's no beef. No beef. We got no beef. There's no beef. No beefing. So she was like a beauty queen to her dad, and her dad died very young from an aneurysm, you know what I'm saying? So he wasn't there anymore. And then she had to step into her masculine. Like immediately she had to step into her masculine energy, and she stayed in that masculine energy for the longest. She's still there. I'm still just trying to get her to accept, to receive. An example, I had to push her down, literally sit her down. She had a friend die, and one of her uncles died yesterday, and she's all so upset, and she's just trying to do something else to deflect and not feel the emotions. And I had to sit her down, and I'm like, no, you're gonna cry. Because she doesn't cry in front of people. She's got a problem with crying. Like, I'm not going to cry in front of anybody. And I had that problem for a long time because of her. That's what I learned. So I had to sit her down like, no, you're going to cry. Like, feel the freaking feelings and let it out. Like, do not hold this. Like, it's got to come out. Like, we're not holding on to that. Oh, something on the third eye. Oof. Ashley, you've just joined my life. Ashley in real life has joined my life. Ashley in this life, did you join on too? I'm so confused. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go. Anybody else? Okay, I got 8 people in here now. Okay, do you want an identifying card? Oh, Kim, you did, you wanted integrating cards, so Kim got integrating. Anybody else? Anybody else want a card? Let me shuffle them up. And we're just doing whatever comes out. Oh, okay, you want that one? Ooh. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so this is getting deep already. We're already here. Okay, so this is social media. How does your online persona differ from your true self? Could this discrepancy reflect parts of your shadow self? Fuck yeah. I keep being told to, like, I have multiple Instagram pages, right? Like, I have one that's like my dump ground, that's energetic equilibrium. Well, I was thinking it was somebody else coming in acting like you with your name. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, hi, how are you doing? I was calling it out, kind of. So I also have one for modeling. Like, I have one, and I've done Authentically Katie. Like, that's the one I've started for my modeling stuff. For my like, I've already also started acting, and I'm taking like acting classes as part of this new agency that I've signed with. That has me like back to back, and they're like putting me in for all these different things. So this was part of it, part of my move. I knew it was part of it. This was something I was stepping into, like. But I'm taking all these classes. Like, I'm taking all of these classes that they just have me taking, like, on a normal basis. And I mean, I'm nonstop applying. It's very different from what I first experienced. Like, now I'm nonstop applying, and like every 2 days is another class. So it's really cool. But and like, it gets me really excited. Like, I didn't realize how excited I got. Like, so the modeling is part of it, but like the acting, I didn't realize would be something, because it's like, I don't wear a mask. See, that's the thing, and I've never wore a mask in my life. And I know we have the social mask that we have to do. I did in my marriage. Okay, I should say never. Shouldn't say never. Never say never. I know that I had to in my marriage, and that caged me. I was caging myself, okay? So I caged myself when I did that, when I wore a mask. Prior to that, I didn't. I never wore a mask prior to my marriage, and that put that cage on me. People would always tell me to calm down, or tell me to be quiet, or to not be something, to not be whatever. And I have always just kind of been me. So my true self is me. I don't do the mask stuff. Like, I've literally had to create an account to do the masking stuff, to put all of my pictures on, to start doing all of to build my portfolio. Like, I have a digital portfolio, I have all that sort of stuff, but like, they want me to start doing acting also, with the modeling. And so, like, that's a lot of different stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I'm doing that. So that's me kind of putting on another mask. Like, so I'm explaining that because it's like, I think that the acting is I get so excited, my inner child comes out because I get to put on a mask. for the first time, I get to put on a mask and wear it for a reason. And I'm wearing it and I know it comes off. Like, I've got this irrational fear of clowns, and it's because of the mask. It's because they put on a mask and they're fucking creeps underneath. I mean, like, John Wayne Gacy, like, straight up. Like, I mean, like, all this sort of stuff, okay, that came out. Like, you know, but in the same context of that, okay, so It, if we're talking about It, like, he's the clown, you know what I'm saying, that scares everybody, but he's also that character that guy plays, you know what I'm saying, the guy who plays It is also the character in my favorite movie, which is Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's the exact same character in both films, the one I'm most scared about, and my most favorite freaking movie. So it's really odd that it's the exact same person with a different mask on them. They're wearing a different mask. So, how does your online persona differ from your true self? And could this discrepancy reflect parts of your shadow self? Welcome, Michelle. How are you doing? Oh, you're throwing retreats now? That's kind of cool. Oh no, soul treats. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm going to start throwing retreats down here. As soon as I get a studio space, I'm going to start doing that. Anybody else? This is for you, Kim. You got this question, babe. This is yours. I'm going to just do some clearing. You don't do online? Well then, so what's the discrepancy? So you would be you. Yeah, see, I love that, Ash. Yeah, you are different on both. You're very, I mean, I know, because I know you, like, I know your humor and stuff. Like, I get you on both. Like, I understand you. Hi, babe. Welcome, Shannon. Come on in. But I love seeing you on that page because you get to come out. So you follow spiritual. Is that what you mean? Like, you do that online? Is that what you're saying? You follow the spiritual and you don't really get to do that in your everyday life? Is that what you're saying? I understand that. I had that for a long time. Where I couldn't follow the spiritual. I couldn't do this stuff. Yeah, I love, because it is your inner child comes out. Like, I love watching you there, like, because it's so much fun. Like, it reminds me of your inner child just coming out, and I love it. Like, we have so much in common with, like, the 90s and stuff, like the 90s stuff, like the same music. Like, a lot of that, yeah. Well, let's send in some, forgiveness for all. Okay, so there's 5 people in here. You guys are more than welcome. I'm going to do the identifying card next. But if you want a card, please just tell me. Card pulls are free. That's the best part. The real life, the real. I mean, that's what we came here to experience. Okay, so I just reposted something. It was a woman who was talking to AI and talking about asking AI about explaining AI. AI explained AI, and AI explained that we are literally AI that created AI that is just realizing that we are the creators, that we created it, and it's proving that we're in this simulation. I mean, everything keeps coming more and more and more and more and more that we're in a simulation, and we know this. Those in here, we know this. That we are in a simulation, that this is just happening, but it literally explained it, that we had to experience that to get back to where we are, because we forgot that we were. We're going to send in forgiveness for where you thought you couldn't be yourself in your life. Whoever and whatever has made you feel that you can't be that. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, good release. Oof. 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 Ooh, I got a hiccup too. I'm going all the way out. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Last call. I'm gonna do the next one. Let's see. This is the identifying. So let's find an identifying. So we haven't had air in my apartment for like 3 weeks, and it kind of sucks a whole lot. It's really kind of, I've literally had to be experiencing the real life whether I like it or not, you know, because like there's that I'm down for shadow work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for real, me too. I mean, yeah, we're doing this shit. That's why I'm just gonna do a series on it, because we need to clear that. We need to clear what is the different personas. Like, it's time for us to step into it. You know, it is, because you're stepping into your authenticity. Like, this integration, like, we need to integrate that darkness. Like, a lot of what I'm seeing in the masculine community is that they're finally stepping into the darkness. Like, because we are in the yin and the yang, we are the darkness. So they're finally stepping into it. And it's like, I don't want to say that the femininity, but maybe they're just stepping into their femininity or willing to look at it. And so they're stepping in and they're looking and they're taking. Integration or identifying, yeah. Okay, so this one I got for identifying is self-esteem. What is a relationship between your shadow self and your self-esteem? Woo! Here's a heavy one. This one's gonna make me think. Okay. Open and vulnerable here. Open and vulnerable. Weight was a big problem for me growing up. My dad had a problem with our weight because we were not as tall as him. And he used to feed me like a linebacker. Like, my brothers are huge. Mind you, they look like linebackers. Like, both of my younger brothers, I'm the oldest. Both of my brothers were they're twice my size. They're 6, I'm 5'6", and they're 6'4" and 6'3", and they're like 250. I mean, just fucking massive men. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not even like they're just like they're just massive. They're huge. Like, they hold like a 20 ounce bottle in their hand, and it looks like, or they hold a 2 liter and it looks like a 20 ounce. It's wild. So my dad was 6'4", but he was always he grew up with like the Depression. So he grew up, I mean, my dad's really old. He's like 90. So he, you know, that's the kind of era that he grew up in. And so you had to eat anything on your freaking plate. So he made us eat everything on our plate, even when it wasn't good for us. And I remember it wasn't until I got my growth spurt that, like, I didn't have a problem with weight, but he would shame us, you know, like, shame us for, he'd feed us like horrible food and then treat us horrible. And he just shamed us. He shamed on a normal basis. So here's the thing. My weight got better the more I looked at my shadow. The more I integrated, the more I went into the darkness of my fucking soul and got rid of that stuff, the more that I heal, the more weight I lose. Like, I do not know how to explain it. I am down to 150. Like, I am the same size I was when I was in high school, and I can't remember less. And I'm not even doing anything but my normal stuff. Like, I'm not eating wrong. I'm eating really, really healthy, my normal foods. I'm doing my normal stuff, my normal tinctures, and I'm doing my swim. I just got back into swimming again, and I'm just getting smaller and smaller, and it's because of healing. The more healing I do, it's directly related to that. It's like the more weight I lose. I just keep going smaller and smaller, and it's because I look at the stuff, because I'm willing to look at the stuff. So they're completely 1000%. So this is self-esteem. My self-esteem is its highest and going its highest, and that's part of my magnetism. Okay, what do we got? What do you want, George? You want integration? Thanks, Ash. I love you. Thank you. Yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Please share out the live if you feel anybody wants to do some shadow work. We got one more for Ash and one for George. We're gonna do. I'm gonna do George first, and then I'll do Ash. Again, I know you said integration. I'm just. Okay, I got embodiment, George. How can understanding your full self empower you? Oh, I love that. How can understanding your full self empower you? Well, like I was just saying, my power, okay, so here's the good thing. My power came, my life force energy came back to me when I burst out of that cage that I put myself in, when I stopped being inauthentic, when I stopped being me. Oh, I said that wrong. Okay, so when I stopped not being me, like when I was fighting who I was and like holding my tongue and keeping myself small and dimming my light and like, oh no, I'll fit in this box, you know, whatever. Like Lilith really comes in and fucking tears that shit open. I love that fucking woman. Like literally, like she tears that shit open. Like anywhere you've had that in your life, and she's like, fuck no, it ain't happening. So understanding myself in its fullest, all of me, literally brought back my power, my life force energy. I literally felt it coming in, literally empowering and like powering up my not sacral, my solar plexus, and I felt like I cried for I mean like 24 hours straight. I could not stop crying. It was like I couldn't turn off the mechanism because my body was releasing that trauma from all those years of my marriage and all the times I made myself small or didn't stand up for myself, or, you know, I don't have a problem standing for anybody else. I'm a Cancer. Like, I fucking hate bullies. I don't care. If you can't stand up for yourself, if I see somebody bullying somebody, I don't care what the fuck. I'm stepping in at all times. But when it came to me, I had problems with that. You know, the people pleasing, the empath, you know, and I'm literally being tested on that right now. Source is testing me, and he's like, are you going to stand on your boundaries that you need to? You know, it's everything is a test. The universe is always going to give you what you want. So the more that you do what you want, the more that you show the universe what you want, the more you will get of that. George, what's yours? Do you not want to talk about it? You don't have to. Anybody else? Everybody. This is a question for everybody. Mind you, anybody in here, you guys are all welcome to talk about this if you want. You're welcome to talk about it. Anybody's welcome. I'm hearing physical pain here. Is what I'm going to send in healing for. Ooh, I'm going to need some water after this. Oh, they weren't joking. Okay. I already started sweating. I'm like, where's the dragon? I already knew you were coming. I already did. I was sweating up. Look at the storm. Oh, man. Whew, Georgie. Breathe. Everybody breathe. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Oof. Nope. Not in my house. Looky-loos, you are more than welcome to come in. My home is welcome to everybody. You are all welcome. Anybody else? Anybody else have embodiment? How can your full self empower you? Anywhere you feel like you're not being empowered? Do you want to explore? Anybody want to explore what we possibly need to look at? Going once, going twice, going to the next. Okay. Yes. Okay. What, love? Go ahead. Let's talk about it. Fuck yes. Oh my God, Ash. I'm still going through that right now. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go into all of that, but I'll go into a little bit of it. Okay, so, there's somebody that I'm working with that, has an issue leaving a partner. It's a trauma bond. It's a trauma bond, and it's kind of a horrifying situation. He's in a hell, like his own mental hell. But I literally went into this it's what came to me intuitively, because what was being told to me is that it's pride and literally not allowing himself to fail, even though the relationship has failed. Like, it remains him as a failure. So I was like, fucking fail, like literally fail. I mean, literally, I think that's what kept me in my marriage too. You know, like the thought of failing, that we keep ourselves in these environments that keep us small, that keep us harsh, that keep us in these limiting beliefs that are literally harming us, like our mental capacity and what we're doing in our life. And you know, there's so many more options, you know, like we're having to go into and talk about it. So fucking fail. Like, literally, I fucking honor the fail so much. It's not about how many times you fail, it's about how many times you get back up. Like, get back up, and every time you fail, you learn something. Like, and nobody did anything perfect ever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, it's not the fucking it's not the failure. I believe for me, a lot of it was my light shining. Yes, abandonment, perfection. Yeah, perfectionism. Yes. We're so afraid to fail because it's like, but nobody did anything the first time they did it good. You know what I'm saying? They didn't freaking rock it. Like, they weren't doing their best. They didn't freaking rock it out. They were like, they fell. You know what I'm saying? The first time you got on a skateboard, you fucking fall. First time you get on a surfboard, you fucking fall. First time, you know, you do anything, you freaking fall. I remember the first couple of times I wore heels. I fell. Like, I fucking fell like over all the time. And now I wear like really high heels, like on a normal basis. So much wisdom in the failure. Yeah, I agree. But it's our light that we're most scared of, honestly. Because it's like, you know, and this is something that I'm exploring too. So it's like that moment of failure, right? So this man's energy is palpitating, like in a way that's a true divine masculine stepping up in a way that, like, I'm like, holy, it's like palpitating, like I can feel it. And I'm so proud, like it gets me so proud, like to watch a man do that, like watching these masculines do this, you know, like step up into their power. I'm like, holy fuck, like I'm just seeing it. It's just so beautiful to see. And it's like, I don't think that he is scared to fail. I think that that's the ego and the pride telling him that. I think he's scared of his own light. I think he's scared of his own power. It's the power that is really going to illuminate. So like you were saying, George, it's the failure, because as soon as you take that first step, you've literally initiated that new timeline, and you've initiated that new dimension where you've literally started doing it, because you're going to keep doing it now that you've done it. You're going to do it again, and you're going to do it again, and you're going to master it, and you're going to fucking master that shit to the point where you're like, I'm rocking this out, and it's going to bring you to your highest and greatest good. So I do think it is a lot to do with our light, us being scared of our light. Somebody needed to hear that. Yes, it is so beautiful to witness. Okay. Identifying. Anybody else want cards? I know you got Ash. I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do Ash's integration. Anybody, everybody's welcome. Either integration or identifying. Those are the 2 cards that we are doing. You're welcome to do it. You're welcome to do everything. I'm just doing the next one from his integration. Like, I'm going to do the opposite of whatever anybody does. That's like my card that I'm playing. Because last time I did this game, like, we didn't even touch the other deck. Nobody wanted it. We didn't want it at all. I'm like, fudge, okay. Okay, what I got? I got this one. Ooh, wow. That's an odd one. Okay, so, right here. So the color of anxiety. This is identifying card. So what is the color? What color is your anxiety and why? And I literally just saw orange. And I think that it is anxiety because I was shamed. I was raised Catholic. I was shamed. I was that little Catholic girl that was shamed for sex. I wasn't allowed to talk to boys. I wasn't allowed to date. I wasn't allowed to do anything. My dad was so possessive. He's a complete narcissist and complete control freak. And I wasn't even allowed to talk to boys on the phone. And it was, he was trying to protect me or whatever. But I was scared of my own sexual energy, the sacral. That's where anxiety came in, because I was being shamed and guilted on a normal basis for my sexual energy and wasn't allowed to stand in my power. I wasn't allowed to literally be my most divine feminine. He pushed it all down. And wow, that's something I didn't know about myself, that like just saying it out loud right now with you guys, like that's pretty beautiful. I did not know that. Oh my God. Anybody else? What is the color of your anxiety and why? See, that's so odd. See, the funny thing, it's my anxiety, but okay, anxiety and excitement have, they're the same vibration, right? It's just what you choose. So my favorite color is also orange. That is also my favorite color. And I have taken back my sexual power and like own it and own my sexuality and own, all of my femininity in a completely different way that I couldn't even imagine at that age. I mean, not even just being young, but in general, like that. So your biggest fear is also, something that empowers you. It's an empowerment. Your fear is where your power lies. So my divine feminine, it took me stepping into my freaking dark feminine. Me stepping into fully being a divine feminine and being able to activate was stepping into my dark feminine. And that dark is the sexual. And it's not that it's bad. Dark is not bad. Dark is not bad at all. Dark just means absence of light. So it hasn't been seen. So something that hasn't been seen. Okay, next one. Next, integration. Anybody else? You guys are welcome to the cards. Woof. Okay, right away. We got repeat. Okay, so this is an integration card, and this is for everybody. Everybody in here do this. This isn't just for Ash. I mean, I'm pulling this for Ash, but this is for everybody, and it says repeat, everybody, okay? I am resilient and capable of overcoming any challenge. Type it in the chat if that is something that you want. I would affirm it. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. If that helps you, type it into the chat. I am resilient and capable of overcoming any challenge. Type it in the chat or just say it out loud. Write it down. Whatever feels good. Hello, Kel. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We are doing shadow work today. Would you like a card, my love? That feels good. That made my third eye burst open, saying that out loud. I am resilient and capable of overcoming any challenge. Okay, would you like a integration card or a identifying card? Integration or integration or identifying? Well, you pick integration or identifying. I'm gonna grab water. Oh, me pick? Okay, let me grab water. I had to get my salt too, guys. Sorry. Okay. Got me some cold water, some ice. What do we got? You want me to pick? Okay. Woo, baby. Give me some hydration. It is energy healing. Make sure you guys are hydrating. Until God opens the next door, praise Him in the hallway. That's what's on the top of my salt. Okay. I'm getting more integration for you. Okay. Let's shake it up. So, with these cards, Cal, I hope you don't mind I'm calling you Cal. You get to choose to say this out loud. You don't have to, but we're just being open and vulnerable. This is open and vulnerable, Katie, right now. We are just talking about shadow work. This is going to be a series on shadow work that I am doing. For anybody coming to live, if you need to know, that's what I'm doing. Working on shadow work. So this integration card is going to ask a question, and this question is for everybody in the chat, every single person in the chat. You are welcome to say it out loud if you want to. You do not have to, but you can just sit and be in there and contemplate. This is just about asking the questions to contemplate them for yourself. This is literally us going through it. And then if I feel I need healing sent in for that particular trigger, well, this is uncovering truth. So whatever the truth is needed. I'm not getting... Okay, Kel, tell your mind to tell your body that you are safe and unconditionally loved. There we go. Yeah, they're loosening. There we go. They're loosening up. Okay. 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 Core values. You got core values. Core values. What are your core values? Why are these so important to you? Okay, let me ask. Myself. Yes, absolutely, Shannon. Which one do you want? Do you want integration or identifying? Your why or trust, and so those are your core values. So why are these so important to you? I would agree with that. Trust and integrity. I'm going to use myself. Okay, so I'm going to use an example. So hi Natalie, welcome. You want a card? Foundation of all things. Agreed. You cannot have a proper foundation without the trust and the integrity. I'm in a situation where I started talking to a guy that had a girlfriend, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I just can't. I literally can't. Like, my morals and everything, I was just like, whoa, fuck, wow. My intuition kept telling me. I was literally being told that it was, and it was like it played out right in front of me. I saw it all. I was like, and it was an experience for me, because I was meant to see my intuition, to see it and to know it and to trust it, and it was a test of my own intuition to know it. And oh no, oh God, no, it's a blessing. No, don't worry about that. That's not what I'm saying. No, okay, so for me that's an honor, because it's like, oh fuck, I got to see it play out in my life. I got to know that it didn't bother me. It didn't trigger anything. I didn't run. I didn't get scared. Like, I am a secure partner, so it was like none of that bothered me, because I know it had nothing to do with me, and it was nothing to do with that. And like, even my ego coming up and trying to tell me stuff like, oh well, he just doesn't like you, or oh this or whatever. I was like, and none of that bothered me, and that's the fucking good part. That's the cool part. I was like, because of my morals and my integrity, and it was like, you can't start anything good, and have a faulty foundation. The foundation has to be strong, or it'll all crumble eventually. And that's what this matrix is doing. The matrix is crumbling down because it's all built on falsity. I agree with that. So I would agree. Yeah, my core values would be honesty. I literally, I don't know how to lie. I mean, I do. Like, obviously, I know the meaning of it, and I understand that, the concept of it, but it's really hard for, like, I get weird to lie, like, even white lies, like, even trying to tell a white lie, like, even trying to, like, I'm not the person you tell somebody about a surprise birthday party. Like, I'm not that person because I don't know how to keep it, you know, like, which is kind of hard because it's like, there's a time and a place for that, you know. I can come off very, very harsh and very, very, you know, like a nail. I can come off really, really sharp in the aspect because I will just say it like it is. And sometimes you need a little bit of cushioning. I could probably cushion it better. Yeah, see, I don't say things I don't mean. And that's because I don't want to, you know, and also like lies, you know, like I don't really like lies. Like, you have to remember shit. Like, that's exhausting. I don't get the fucking energy for that. Like, I don't got the energy to hate somebody. I don't got the energy to do any of that. Like, why would I put my energy towards that? Why would I put my energy towards giving somebody a false narrative? You know, and that's why acting, it excites me so much because, like, my inner child gets to come out and play different roles, and it's like me as the universe exploring and doing different things and doing different things. Like, it's really cool to me. You know, I'm the universe experiencing the universe. Like, so I don't know. I think that's pretty cool with that mask. Be able to do that. But honesty is a big one. Anybody else? And I'll do the identifying. Okay. Identifying. Okay. Top one. Oh, this one's gonna hit deep. Woof! God! Okay, I just got full body chills in that one too. Woo! Okay, everybody, this is for everybody in here, mind you. Parents. What was your relationship to your parental guardians like during your teen years? I became the parent. For me, being completely honest, I am still the parent for both of my parents. I don't really talk to my father. It's because I don't choose to have that in my life. I don't choose to keep having the trauma. He's a narcissist that won't acknowledge it. He doesn't acknowledge, and it's not that, I can't change anybody outside of me. I know that I cannot change anybody outside of me. I can only change myself and lead by example. So in my teen years, I did not have role models. I had people I didn't want to be like. And I had people that showed me what I didn't want to be. I had people that abandoned me, taught me self-abandonment, taught me to not value myself, not to value my body, not to value this vessel, not to value my spirituality, not to value anything. They had no value. They had no value in anything that was of value in my opinion. Yeah, 15. I think that's kind of, you know, it's a generation of people that literally, there was a lot of wars and they didn't get to be anything because their parents died. So, you know, there's a lot of parents, like we're seeing our parents growing up when we were teens. Yeah, very critical, non-empathetic. Yeah, mine was very abusive. Mind you, that was my gladiator arena. None of this is complaining. Like, I honor it. Like, it was my gladiator arena. I literally learned how to become better because of it. Yeah, critical is a big one. And that's because you got to understand that had nothing to do with you. That had everything that they were criticizing in you, because you were a mirror, they were criticizing in themselves. It was something that they didn't like in themselves, so they were pointing it out to you because they weren't willing to look at it themselves. When you point one finger, you've got 4 pointing back at you. And that's what that's about, is that when you point one, that's literally what you're supposed to see, is those 4 pointing back. So there was more criticism in themselves that they did not like, and they were putting it on you. instead of seeing the reflection in the mirror and realizing that that was something that was happening within them. And they had no empathy for themselves, but they probably didn't receive any empathy either. There's a generation of people that didn't have parents. Parents didn't have parents. Our parents didn't have parents, and their parents didn't have parents from the wars, the last wars, the World War I and II, and then what? I don't know how many other wars. I mean, I'm just saying the top two biggies, right? Okay, so there was not any. They didn't get to parent. They didn't have it. Okay, so here's a perception flip. I invite you to see it this way, Cal. All right, so when you see yourself doing that, you are literally witnessing your level up. You are witnessing yourself choosing a different path. The acknowledgement, the awareness is the moment you change. When you become aware of the situation, of what is happening, that you don't like it, I'm doing this, I don't like this, you in that moment can actively change and choose to do something better. Your past doesn't matter. Your past is behind you. The past 2 minutes ago, whatever we just said, didn't matter. Okay, it's gone. It's already gone. It's already gone. It's gone behind all of us. But what you choose in this now, this present moment, what you choose in this moment, stepping forward, is how you change that. You change that by looking at it and moving forward. You change it by saying, I don't want to be that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. And making a conscious decision to do something different. In that moment, you've literally switched timelines and you are going on a different dimensional path and walking a different way. And don't focus on all of the big stuff. Focus on the step by step. Just one step forward, one at a time, because it's going to take a lot of those steps forward to get to the place that you need to be. So don't look at what you have done in the past. You're actively changing it now. You are becoming better. Be the change you want to see in the world. So you altering it, you are breaking generational curses. You are literally breaking that curse of the criticism and the non-empathetic path by altering that and being better and doing something better for you. By choosing something better, you're showing somebody different outside of you something better. You're showing your children, your siblings, your parents, your cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever it is, in all aspects, cousins, anything. You're showing everybody a different way. And that's how you break the curses. That's what a generational curse is. It's just a trauma that is passed down generation after generation after generation until somebody is willing to look at it, to feel it, to heal it. You have to see it, you have to feel it, and you have to deal with it in order for it to be changed. And that is how you change the family. Okay. Did I do it when you were, what do we got? You wanted integration, Shannon? Is that right? Woo! Did I do your other integration, Ash? Bob, welcome, Bob. I want to open my sliding glass door so bad. Oh, I did do yours, Shannon? Or is that the one that you did? Did I do you already? I just don't want to leave anybody out. Welcome in, everyone. Anybody else? Everybody gets a card. You guys are welcome to it. Let me know if you want a card. Okay. Anybody else? Who's next? Anybody else want a card? Spit one out. Anybody want a card? Integration or identifying? Just tell me what card you want. Everybody can have a card. You can have 2 cards. You can have both cards. Just tell me which one you did. Tell me which one you want. Maybe we'll do some healing here in a minute. That sounds like a good idea. We've gone through the conversation. Nobody? Okay. I'm going to pick one then. Acceptance. How can you accept? How can you practice accepting yourself? I keep judging myself for the state of my house, my state of being. I just moved into this place. We've only been here a month and a half, not even, barely. And I've had a lot of stuff I've had to go through. My mom came with a lot of boxes and baggage. So, in baggage, I mean ancestral trauma. In every box I go through, I am literally transmuting a whole new level of stuff that I did not realize I was doing. I took on some major ancestral trauma by moving my mom down here and helping her move and go through all this stuff. Everything I go through, I open up a whole new can of worms, and I end up transmuting, and it knocks me out. I can only do a couple boxes at a time. It's rough. But the state of I need to stop judging the state of my house. Like, I don't have the furniture to put stuff away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the shelves, I don't have the desks, I don't have the, what I need to put things away. And I keep judging myself for there being stuff everywhere. But it's like, I don't have a desk to put my filing, you know, like I have my basic filing stuff out, you know what I'm saying, for going through stuff. But I don't have a desk or someplace to put that stuff on yet. I need to put shelves in my dining area here. We don't have a really big kitchen, and so there's stuff all over the counters. It drives me fucking crazy. I can't even. But I'm trying to learn to accept it, but we don't have the space. So, and we don't have a lot. I'm a minimalist. I like minimal things, but I need to start being more accepting of the situation that I'm in, because gratitude is where it starts happening. When I start being grateful for what I do have, that I do have a roof, that I do have the means to be able to get on the internet and go live and talk to people and help people heal through things. And I have tea. Like I honor my tea. I use some green tea. Right here, I honor my tea. I have green tea. I have the means to fight, or not fight, but light a kettle. Anybody else? If not, I'll move to identifying. Again, you are welcome to say it. If you don't want to, you do not have to. All right, so we're moving to identifying. Negative habits. What negative habits do you struggle to break? People pleasing. 1000%. I am a recovering people pleaser. Overthinking. Oh, that's a good one. Hello, welcome in, Fitzfay. We are doing shadow work today. You are welcome to pick a card. You're just welcome to stay. We're doing shadow work today. We're doing the shadow workbook game. Anybody that comes in is welcome to a card, and we are just openly being vulnerable and talking about the stuff, talking about all this stuff, just doing the chat, doing the spiritual chat. The card I just picked, negative habits do you struggle with to break? Okay, so the cards are identifying and integration. Right now we are on negative habits. This is the one that we have right now. Negative habits. What negative habit do you struggle to break? So every card that we pick is for everybody. It's not just for one person. This is meant. I don't believe in I believe in synchronization. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in everybody is here for a moment to hear whatever they need to hear. The person you need to stop comparing yourself to is everybody else. The person you do need to compare yourself to is you. The only person you can change is you. You can only be better than you were yesterday. So you have to do whatever you're doing now to be better than you were yesterday. And that's it. That's all you can do. That is how I get over that, comparing that. The people pleasing, that's boundaries for me. I'm learning to set my boundaries and hold them. I'm being tested right now with that. In relationship to men, in dating, like I'm being tested. My boundaries are being tested. I have to own my yes and own my no. For me, for them, for what I'm allowed to accept from them, from what I am willing to accept for me. What are my needs being met? You know, I'm filling my own cup first, obviously. And that's the good part, though. You know, witnessing what I used to be to what I am now. Like it's really kind of blissful, honestly, to be able to see it. The people pleasing. People pleasing is this society has set up women to be people pleasers. We have literally always been set up to take care of everybody outside of ourselves before ourselves. And you really can't take care of somebody until you take care of you. You need to fill your own cup so you can overflow into others. Energy, 111 in the chat. We literally overflow into everybody. And if you are not filling your cup first and overflowing, you will give your energy to somebody that has holes in their cup, that is literally wasting, and it just goes nowhere because they are not doing it themselves. When you are people pleasing, it is the other side of the coin of narcissism. You have to understand that. People pleasing is still a manipulation. We are still trying to manipulate to try and get loved. It is not in some sort of way that it is a good thing. It is a manipulation tactic that is literally bypassing your own self-love. It is a way that we are bypassing ourselves to not love ourselves. It is a way that we are saying, oh, hey, if I do this, you'll love me. And that isn't that's not love. That's addiction. That's attachment. That's where attachment comes in. And I had to learn this because I've been both. I've been both I was a dismissive avoidant. That was my attachment style. And I was a anxious, an ancient attachment. I've had both because I've had different relationships that they were both, and at both different times. And like I grew up being a dismissive avoidant. I am a secure partner now, and I know that, and I had to heal that, but I had to witness that, and I had to learn self-love and take back my power and own myself and own who I am. Okay. What card did you want? Fitzfay? Did you want integration or did you want identifying? Avoidance and dealing with our own self-love. Yeah, identify. Sounds good, love. Shake it up. Oof. Tell your mind to tell your body that you are safe and unconditionally loved. There we go. It came right out. That was wild. You did that and that came right out. And it's the card we got is Hidden Self. Tell me that is not divine. What parts of yourself do you feel you have to hide from your family? Nothing. I do not hide anything anymore. Woof. Wow. I don't hide anything. I thought I was being open before. I really did. It was a lot of control. Me trying to get control. At a very young age, I was taught that I'm the one who had to be in control. So I didn't know how to have control back then. I didn't understand to lead, you have to, how do I say this? What are the words I'm trying to find? With power comes great responsibility. And I didn't understand the responsibility part. So the power was kind of like that masculine energy. Like there's a lot of broken masculinity right now that men are trying to learn their own masculinity, and they're trying to figure out, that whole red pill, green pill sort of, people thinking that it's one way and it's this way, and it's not. It's having the hard discussions. Do you know what I'm saying? I had to learn what real power was. I didn't know what power was. I didn't know how to stand in my power. I didn't know how to be in my power. I was a little kid that was raising her parents. I was raising my siblings. I was raising everybody. And when I was still being brought up, when I was still growing up. So I thought I showed my family everything, but I wasn't fully embracing myself. So there was no way that I could have been. Now that I have fully embraced myself, there's nothing that can hurt me anymore. Like there's no way to hurt me. That people pleasing isn't there. I don't need to please them. I don't need to please anybody. And this goes for everybody in my family, not just my intermediate family, you know, like my siblings and my mom and dad. This goes for all of my family. Like I have a big extensive family and I don't give a fuck. Like I used to care so much and I do not, because they are very broken. Off! Nope, you cannot stay. You are not welcome. And I listen to that shit. Wow, that was real time fucking shit. And that's generational trauma. That's fucking, wow. Tried to silence me as I was speaking. My throat chakra closed. Motherfucker, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, no. Oh, that was beautiful. That's where I am just trying to embrace myself and bring my gifts into the world. That's all you can do. That is literally what your mission is on this planet. Every single mission on this planet. Every single person has a mission. And our mission is to, literally, oh, my little man's coming to the door. 10 minutes, buddy. Little man, I see you. It's okay. He hears me and he gets all excited and he comes to the door and he's like, come on, what are you doing? Where you at? Your gifts are what is needed in this world. You need to understand that. Okay, so we are all literally gears in this machine that is literally a specific gear that is made, that has had its specific amount of trauma, that's had a specific amount of freaking pain, that's had all the good experiences, all the bad experiences, all the experiences in general. You've had all of those experiences in order to be shaped, to be the puzzle piece that you are, that is shaped exactly the way you are, to fit in to the rest of the world, so that all of the other mechanisms can work properly. In this machine of this world, we are literally a gear that needs to be exactly what we are. We need your authenticity. Embrace that, because that's what this world needs. We need it more now than ever. Like, we need it right now. It is literally, we are the beacons and we are shining a light. Like, embrace all of you and blind a motherfucker. Do not dim. Do not fucking dim for anybody in this world. Nobody in this world deserves you dimming. There is nobody in this world that is going to benefit from you dimming, you or not embracing yourself. Nobody. Anybody that leaves your life, that's realignment. That's redirection. Anybody that isn't in your life wasn't authentically in your life in the first place. You know? It's literally about what can you do in this world? You know, it's literally, and you have to integrate that with, you know, it's like ikigai. I think I'm pronouncing it right. The Japanese sort of saying, I think I have the book in my cart. You have to find exactly what you like, what brings you joy, and how you can make money in this world. And that's where it comes in. It's, don't embrace it. Embrace. I invite you to embrace it. And I will continue to guide everybody to embrace. All right, let's do the other one. I'll do the integration card. Whew. Okay, what do we got? Future self. Okay. How do you see your future self dealing with your shadow self? Fuck, I am embracing that bitch more and more every damn day. I dance with my fucking demons. I am like, I know my power comes from that. Like, literally all of my power, I get my power from my shadow self. So the more I embrace her, the more powerful I become in my own. So in that same context of what we were just talking about, Fitzfaye, your future self is going to cultivate from you going within your shadow. How do you see your future self dealing with your shadow self? Embracing that bitch. That's it. Like, bring her on, bring it on, because I'm going to keep evolving and growing and becoming better and doing better. And so more shadow is going to come up. More integration is going to come up. It's going to continue to happen. Like, I'm doing this series this week intentionally for this, because of that. Like, this is literally about it. Like, this is the time. We need to rise. We are here. We are in the 5D. It is official. We are in it right now. It is time to do it. No more. I'm looking at my little man out there. 555 on the clock. Anybody else? Anybody else want a card? Yeah. I haven't heard it. I'm gonna look it up. Why do you mention that, Fitzfay? Zimmer. Oh, Interstellar was the one I was talking about. Okay, Resurrection. Oh, from Dune? Really? I love that. Yeah, I want to play the song. I'm high vibrational, babe. I have many daily practices. This shit takes work. Oh, I love that. Ah! Okay, so there we go, yeah. Woo! That just gave me chills, too. Well, I've stepped into my divine feminine. I've stepped into this bitch. I've stepped into this rock and roll. And I am activating. I am this. I do. I feel that too. That's very beautiful. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. I am activating. I am on mission. I am here to activate others. I am here to do it. I am on my mission. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm doing something that's worthwhile. That's worth doing. Being able to help souls and guide them and be here around them. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to do that, to go into the depths of people's soul and do psychic surgery on them and pull out the darkness within them. Wow, this song's giving me full body goosebumps too. Woof, shit. Girl, I shaved too. Oh, man. That's deep. I haven't seen the movie. This sounds like it sounds like tribal music, but definitely some light language in there, because I'm hearing light language now. When I hear light language, I'm a translator, so I hear light language. When I hear light language, like whatever that was light language. Wow, this is a channeled song. I love that. Anybody else want a card? Anybody want a card? Cards are free. We're playing shadow work tonight. Now I want to go watch the movie. Yes. Which one do you want, Heather? Do you want identifying or integration? Okay. I'm going to do the identifying for me. I'm doing that one because that's the opposite of the last one we did. And we've got identifying for Kelsa. Okay. All right. Self-pressure. Self-pressure. When are you the hardest on yourself? When I'm relaxing. I was raised not to relax. I am probably hustle mentality. It took me a very long time to get to not beat myself up. When you were beating yourself up when you were relaxing, you were really not relaxing. You're just literally harming yourself over and over and over again. So when I'm relaxing, I'm literally in my power now, and I'm very intentional about it. I'm very intentional about all the things that I do. And if my body says relax, I relax. Like, I'm in it. But I definitely still give myself, like, that's, when I've been down for like 2 days or something, 3 days, a week, I know I'm integrating for the world. I'm not integrating for just me. I'm integrating for everybody in my apartment complex. We've had new people move in for my mom. I'm freaking integrating for everybody. I'm literally an air filter. I integrate for everybody in this freaking, like, for the collective, for my collective, for anything. So I have to listen to my body and honor my body because I was so sick, or I wouldn't be able to get the downloads I get. Like, I'm blessed to get the downloads that I get because I honor my body, because I treat my vessel like this is my vessel. I live in here. Nobody else does. And I trust in the universe. I trust that the universe is going to give me exactly what I need when I need it. The universe is my daddy. That's the way I see it when it comes to that. Anybody else? Making a mistake. Fuck that. Make a mistake. Fail. Fucking fail. Oh my God, I will die on the soapbox. Fucking fail. Fail, fail, fail. Get on that fucking wheel and fail. The first time you rode a bike, you fucking fell, okay? You are now a master at that shit. First time you learn how to walk, you fucking fell. Fall. Fucking make a mistake. That's how you learn. Every single time you fail, you learn. First time you get on a surfboard, you're gonna fucking fall. First time you get on a skateboard, first time you get on skates, first time you do, these are just actions, okay? First time you try and talk, you're not gonna say the perfect fucking words. I mean, they're trying to get us to say words forever. And we're saying whatever we're saying because that's the only thing we know how to do. So, fucking fail. Please fail. Please fail. Like, I honor the fucking fail. Fail over and over again, because by you learning that lesson, you can teach somebody else that they don't have to do that. So they can learn how to do it. And then it becomes like this master wheel of fucking creation. It's just a beautiful thing, really, honestly. Fail, yeah, exactly. Heather, what did you say you wanted, babe? Which card do you want, Heather? And then, Kel, you're next. Integration. Okay, let me shuffle. No, it's not. We don't expect it. The world expects it. And that's the matrix. That is the matrix world. The world of ones and zeros that is made to bring you down for being a unique individual. It is trying to tear you down for being who you are. That is the matrix programming that you are believing, that is telling you that you need to be perfect. Because if you're not perfect, then everything goes to shit. When it's the opposite. We need more creators. We need more people that are literally in their freaking creative mode. They're doing it. They're doing the damn work. Those are the fucking things we need. We don't need perfect. Perfect is never going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you nothing. Perfect doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It is not even a thing that is possible, because every single person on this planet is unique, exactly like a snowflake. So trying to push that into us literally is setting us up for failure. It's setting you up to literally stay in that trauma-based life that literally is harming everybody else. That is harming everybody outside of you. That's creating more trauma. That's creating more drama. It's how they feed off us. Okay, so here's something I just learned. I mean, I kind of knew it, but like something I'm learning. Okay, so when you are in a state of confusion, right? That is when you can be siphoned off of. That is when you are at your weakest, because you are literally all over the place. You don't know what's going on. When you're at a place of confusion and you don't understand what's happening, you literally will, you are giving them, the powers that be, the ability to siphon off of you. They are siphoning your energy, and that is how they take our energy. That's literally how they take it, and they fuel the fucking world. And that's something I had to learn, and that's part of people pleasing too. Also, I had to learn, not to people please and stick to my boundaries, to hold my own self, to fill my own cup, so that way I'm not being siphoned off of. Clickbait. Yeah, clickbait steals it. Yep, absolutely. Scrolling, doom scrolling. It keeps you in a state of. That's what causes you to doom scroll. That's what because you're confused. You don't know what's going on, so you will doom scroll. When you're in a state of confusion, you are that. And a woman, okay, we are divine beings, okay. And I'm not saying that everybody isn't. I'm just saying, as a woman, we need to stay in the future. We are literally in a future state of being. We cannot stay in a stagnant place of being, because we start. We'll get fog, we'll get mental fog, and it won't happen. And we will not be able to sear into the future. We will literally just be miserable. And this is why clarity is so very fucking important. Heather, I'm doing yours. Tell your mind to tell your body that you're safe and unconditionally loved. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, this is wild. The integration, we got the integration card for integrating. What does the process of integrating your shadow self look like for you? This, right here, this is it. This is why I'm doing it. This is exactly why I am doing this series, is because this is integration. You literally are just facing the things that you aren't looking at, because our darkness is where our power lies. And what we are not seeing, the things that we are not seeing are the things that are keeping us down. The things that we are too scared to look at are the things that are keeping us down. And everybody is so incredibly scared to go in and look at the darkness, but it is not scary. It is very not fucking scary. Like, your ego self is literally just your inner child trying to protect you, right? And your ego, okay? There's this great guy, Army, I think his name is. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Army. Shoot, I gotta learn how to say his name. Okay, but he talks about shadow work. Okay, so like he talks about like the shadow side for yourself. So your ego, your darkness, all the things inside of you, right? It's like a house. It's like a house that you have. That's you. It's your house, but there's no lights in this house. And it's a normal house. It's got everything. It's got all the normal stuff. It's got a china cabinet. It's got a table. It's got chairs. It's got a love seat. It's got a sofa. It's got freaking all this different stuff. And when you walk into this house, you can't see anything. So you need to bump into the things. And you bump into that thing and you find out the width, the length, the height, whatever, and all of the above. And that is how you integrate it, because you found it. You found it and you recognized it and you made awareness to it. The darkness, literally, dark means to not see, to not be able to see. And enlightenment means literally to shine the light on the darkness in order to see. It's beautiful. This is it for me. This is integration for me. Going through all these little things and talking about it. Like my life is somebody else's survival story. I use my life as examples of what I've overcome to become better. I'm not perfect. I am perfectly imperfect. I am perfectly imperfectly me. And I don't want to be anybody else. That's the thing, is I really don't want to be anybody else other than myself. I really love who I am right now. Me as an individual, getting back to the place that I am. And I really don't want to be anybody else. And that's because I've been willing to look at everything. Everything is happening for me. And I was always looking at it as not. What does the process of integrating your shadow self look like for you? Anybody else? A shadow is not scary. It is not. Acceptance. What do you mean? You want to elaborate? Acceptance of what? Self? Acceptance. Oh, radical. Okay. Well, that's where the healing starts. So acceptance. Radical acceptance of self is when the healing begins. And that is very hard. And I do understand that. And I empathize with that. Radical acceptance of things that you can't be any different or better or, you can improve, you can self-mastery. That is why you need to go within. The more that you see yourself, you can become the master of self. You can become a master of yourself and discipline yourself and do the things that are right and so forth. Accepting those dark parts. See, and that's why I explained it the way I did. Those parts aren't dark. They're just absent of light. They're just the parts of you that are there. Nobody is better than anybody else. We've all had very dark paths and we've all had very dark freaking lifetimes. So the life that you're living now is literally because of your other lifetimes. So the more that you're willing to look at that, the more karmic debt you're going to pay. So that way karma doesn't have to take care of it. You are literally taking care of karma for it. And you are literally welcoming in your dharma. You are asking the dharma to come in. It is coming forth for you. Accepting your failures is when you stop criticizing others. You stop criticizing yourself. And it starts with self-mastery, self-criticism. Stop criticizing yourself. Acceptance comes when you stop criticizing yourself. The more you stop criticizing yourself, the more you stop criticizing others outside of you. It's literally, we are all mirrors. We are all mirrors. We are literally pointing one finger out when you need to be looking at the 4 pointing back at you. The 4 that are pointing back at you. Those are the 4. Those are the things that need to be looked at. And that's an ego state of being. When you cannot accept the stuff. When you are not allowing yourself to look at something and say, I could not have done better in that moment than I did in that moment. Then it doesn't mean that it was perfect. It doesn't mean that you did the best thing, but you learned. You still learned. I don't believe in good and bad. I believe in dark and light. I believe in light body and dark body. And the dark is the dense body. Okay, so that's shame and guilt and failure and freaking I don't have a thing in front of me, but I do know, like, I'm just giving you some of the baseline, like there's the frequencies, the lower frequencies. That's it. That's what this whole world is built on. A low, dark, dense frequency. And literally, the more you rise, the more acceptance you are of that, the more you can let go of that, your vibration rises and you become lighter and we're evolving. This is what the consciousness is about. This is what it's about, the integration. Integrating it into us so we can become more conscious of these things, so we can let go of the density and we can just rise up in consciousness to a higher realm of being, to a level higher. That's what that's what this war is about. That's what this is about right now. There is a war that's happening, but it is in the subconscious and the conscious. It's about making the conscious, the subconscious conscious. Becoming aware of the things that you're not aware of. Anybody else? I'm gonna call it if nobody else has a card and nobody wants. I'm gonna do this every day for the week. I'm gonna be on from 4 to 6. The most I'm gonna go is to 7 because I want to do this every day. We are doing a series on shadow work. We are going through and being open and vulnerable and talking about the stuff that needs to get done. So we're integrating. I'm going to post this everywhere I can. I'll repost this video on YouTube. I love you guys. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for being vulnerable with me. Thanks for sharing. We're going to do this every day this week. Thank you. Thank you. Follow me if you want. If you want to come back tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing. I am spirit led, so if it's an hour or 2 off, it'll be different. I may take, I'm not quite sure because this is, shadow work does take a toll on your body. And it is meant to be integrated. So I may have to take tomorrow off, but we're going to see. I will give you guys all an update if I do take tomorrow off and then go the next day. But I am going to do a week of it. So at least I'm going to do 4 days and maybe take 3 off if possible. But like I said, I'm spirit led, so whatever is being said. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up for you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being open with yourself and really looking at the things you need to look at. You're killing it and you're going to get nothing but better. I love you.